Now, ladies and gentlemen, President William Ruto has pulled a shocker on us this evening on matters IEBC. We expected that the two names that were talked about and rumored to be the names that will take up the role as the IEBC chairperson, being the name of one Charles Nyachai and the name of one former Supreme Court judge, magistrate, that is Amadi, Anna Amadi. The two names are nowhere to be seen, as President William Ruto has brought up a name that has really shocked every one of us as the man that is going to be the IEBC chairperson. President William Ruto uh, has nominated Erastus Edung Ethekon from Turkana County as the new chairperson of the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission, IEBC. The nomination, announced on May 8, 2025, was officially submitted to Parliament for vetting in line with the IEBC Act and the Public Appointments Act, the parliamentary approval. Now, alongside Ethekon, 6 others have been nominated to serve as commissioners. They include Ann Jerry Deritu, Moses Alutala Mukwana, Mary Karen Sorobit, Hassan Nur Hassan, Francis Odhiambo Aduol, and Fahima Harafat Abdallah. The president emphasized that the procedure follow the constitution. This comes as the IEBC rebuilds its leadership following a period of vacancies and restructuring. Ethekon, a figure from the judiciary, is expected to bring legal expertise to the commission. His nomination could influence preparations for the 2027 general elections. The appointments now await parliamentary approval before the officials can formally assume their roles at the electoral agency. But the question that people are asking, who is this Ejokon? Edong, the man that has been named as the IEBC chairperson. While the public attention has always been focused on prominent names like Anna Mahdi and Charles Nyachai, it has now emerged that Ethekon's candidacy represents a calculated political maneuver with significant implications for Kenya's electoral future. Ethekon's path to consideration runs through Josephat Nanok, President Ruto's influential deputy chief of staff and former Turkana governor. The two men's professional relationship date back to Nanok's governorship when Ethekon served as county attorney. Ethekon's candidacy makes perfect sense when you look at the political chessboard, explained one of the senior officials familiar with the selection process who requested anonymity. Now, his connection to Nanok places him within the president's trusted circle. Nanok himself played a pivotal role in Ruto's successful 2022 presidential campaign, cementing his position as a key strategist within the administration. This relationship has fueled speculation that Ethekon potential appointment represents a strategic effort to install an ally at the helm of Kenya's electoral body. During his March interview with the IEBC selection panel, Ethekon outlined ambitious plans to restore public confidence in the commission. He emphasized his commitment to transparent electoral process and collaborative stakeholder engagement. I quote him, "I have the energy and experience to lead." Ethekon told the panel, addressing concerns about his relative youth compared to other candidates. Ethekon is only 48 years of age. His vision includes implementing internal reforms that would allow commissioners to formally register dissenting opinions, potentially preventing the post-election dispute that have plagued previous electoral cycles. Professionally, Ethekon built his reputation in Turkana County, where his legal expertise contributed to several development initiatives, including securing funding for community projects and launching an investment portal in partnership with the International Finance Corporation. Now, question of integrity. Ethekon's candidacy has not escaped scrutiny. Unconfirmed reports suggest that financial irregularities occurred during his tenure in Turkana's county government. These allegations point to inflated pending bills and questionable spending patterns, including substantial daily expenditures on travel and per diems during COVID-19 restrictions. Critics also highlight the operations of unauthorized bank accounts within the Turkana County Executive and alleged misappropriation of COVID-19 emergency funds during this period. However, no official records directly implicate Ethekon in any wrongdoing, and this public service record shows involvement in peace initiatives and administrative appointments. Strategic diversion. Now, political analysts suggest that prominence given to candidates like Ahmadi and Nyachai may represent a deliberate strategy to deflect attention from Erdogan's candidacy until an official announcement is made, and that is what has happened today. President Ruto understands the significance of controlling the Electoral Commission, noted another source close to the selection panel process. Floating other names creates breathing room for the actual appointment. What it means? The IEBC chairperson wields considerable influence over Kenya's electoral framework. The appointment of Ethekon would likely face intense scrutiny regarding the Commission's independence, particularly given its connection to influential figures within the current administration. People like the former governor of Turkana County, Josephat Nanok, who is the deputy chief of staff to President William Ruto. As the selection process enters its final stage, Kenyans were awaiting an official statement which we have received this evening. Now, it is clear that President William Ruto played with us. Also other factors that played in matters Nyachai and Ahmadi. Ahmad was rumored to be a great supporter and an ardent supporter of Raila Amolo Odinga. In 2022, when Raila Amolo Odinga lost, it is believed that Ahmadi was so mad. I mean, she was. She broke out due to the losing of Raila Amolo Odinga in the election of the year 2022. When it comes to matters Nyachai was a candidate that was affiliated to President William Ruto for a very long time. And so the public had done their scrutiny and they had warned President William Ruto from electing Nyachai and Ahmadi as to wielding any powerful position within IEBC, like the IEBC chairperson or a commissioner in the IEBC. And that is what Ruto has done, by the way. He has scrapped off the name of Ahmadi and that of Nyachai from the IEBC chairperson's role and also from the IEBC commissioner's role. They haven't been given any of those roles. But this key card that Ruto held so secretive in his heart that he has displayed on the last minute is what tells us how Ruto played us. One Edokon Edung Erastus is a man affiliated with the administration of President William Ruto through his deputy chief of staff, Josephat Nanok, the former governor of Turkana County. And with this man being a young man, having President William Ruto appoint him as the IEBC chairperson, that makes him the man that will declare President William Ruto as the president in the year 2027. And I tell you that, knowing that 2027 is an election that will be highly contested and President William Ruto might lose that election, and so controlling the IEBC was the only option left, and he has displayed his last card. Now it's about Kenyans to scrutinize the life of one Erastus Edung Ethekon so that they will know the truth. For now, what I have told you is nothing but the truth. The president chief of the office of the president chief of staff, which is led by Felix Koskei, has communicated already on matters the nomination to membership of Independence Election Boundaries Commission. It is notified that His Excellency the President, pursuant to Article 252B of the Constitution and the procedures set out in the sections 5, 4, and 7 of the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission Act, Chapter 7C, Laws of Kenya, has made nominations to the membership of the Commission. This presidential action follows the recommendations of the selection panel on the recruitment of nominees for the positions of chairperson and members of the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission as transmitted on Tuesday, 6 May 2025. It is in submission. The selection panel recommend 2 candidates for the position of chairperson and 9 candidates for the consideration to fill 6 positions of members of the commission. Arising from the recommendations, the head of state has nominated the following individuals for appointment as stated. Chairperson, Erastus Edung Ethekon from Turkana. Members, Ann Jerry Derito from Nyandarua, Moses Alutala Mukwana from Kakamega, Mary Karen Sorobit from Uasin Gishu, Hassan Nur Hassan from Mandera, and Francis Odhiambo Adul from Kisumu, and Fahim Maharafat Abdallah from Lamu. Those are the names that the president has given out. What is your take? A comment on the comment section.